All right, welcome back. Took a little, what was that, like a month? A little hiatus here.
Yeah.
It's all right, though. Yeah, football ended. We needed a little time to reboot. March Madness starts tomorrow.
Well, it started yesterday, but yeah.
Yeah, the first four. Who cares about that?
Hey, I won money off of that.
Yeah, of course you did. Caleb is like, I was watching.
Yeah,
an
we won.
NBA game. I was watching an NBA game the other night.
Because he bet.
He did, yeah.
Did he tell you mine and his won?
Yeah, he did.
On the game?
He's like, can't believe I was watching this random game. But yeah, so we got a little bit of, I mean, there was some NFL free agency, so we'll talk about that today. We've got
we're doing a lot of everything.
Check in a little bit on the NBA. Talk about some of our picks. We're not gonna go through the whole bracket, but some of our March Madness picks. And then we'll call it a day.
I literally bet on D. Powell, whoever the fuck that is, on North Carolina. And M. Bird. He twisted his ankle, left the game right away. I had the unders on both. I was like, this is great. And then the other one, I
gotta love someone getting hurt to get your under.
Coleman Jones. He's like, I didn't realize he was a 7-footer for over 1 assist. He got 2. I was like, pumped.
Okay.
And then Trimble, UNC's guard. I'm like, okay, he's a guard. He's the backup, but he plays a lot. Cool. This motherfucker, I needed, guess, over under 0.5 assists to win my bet. He gets 0. He didn't get 1 assist at a point guard, Mason. I was so angry. And last night, I'm looking at it. I'm watching that game. They won by 30, and I'm watching this game for my bet. And I'm looking, and I'm like, wait, what? He shot the ball 13 times. And I'm like, you know how many times he could have just...
Yeah, just gave
He's
it...
athletic as hell, though.
Is he?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Nice.
Like, I'd take him on the squad.
Yeah.
He looks good. And Davis.
Did you know that Con Canupel or whatever from Duke is from Milwaukee?
Yeah, because Justin likes him. He did tell me that.
Yeah. He's going to be like a lottery pick.
Did you know?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. He's like their second best player.
Yeah. When Cooper got hurt, he went off.
Do you know the story about their coach?
The Duke coach?
Yeah.
No.
I just saw this on social media. Pat Bev said this. Did you see this?
No.
It's not Chicago, but I'm going to say Chicago. Some city or suburb outside of Chicago. Sorry, Chuck. And Chicago hooping is a big thing, right? Yeah. That's a tough squad. That's where Pat Bev, you got to be rough and tumble with those guys.
Yeah, like on the streets of Chicago, you mean?
Yeah, and he would go anywhere. Pat Bev said he'd show up no matter what. All-American, #1 ranked, I don't care, I'm playing. He'd play anybody.
Nice.
Made it to the NBA on the G League. He said he was in Miami trying to make a team.
Okay.
First game, he gets poked in the eye, loses his eyesight.
Oh.
Had to get rushed to the hospital. NBA career's over.
Oh,
they fixed his eye, but that's what ended his career. He was like a dog to Pat Bev in the
Yeah, I mean
terms.
that's why.
And I was like,
why guys they do 1 year college. Like, if I'm even close to going to the NBA, I'm gonna go and get paid, and then anything can happen.
But isn't
Who
that
cares
nuts?
After that?
I was like, I didn't know that
sucks.
coach. I was because you don't know the coach. What did he do? Was he a JUCO guy or what? And he was this NBA. He'd probably be playing. And he get put like Kevin O'Connell was the backup to Tom Brady. You don't know.
Is he a white guy?
The Duke guy?
Yeah.
Huh?
So he's a dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From Chicago, yeah, he is. So that's kind of crazy.
What is the thing going on right now? Like the bright whites or the there's a lot of white people in sports going off right now. What are they calling it?
I don't know. What
it's like Cooper DeJean.
I just kept seeing
Mac
in February.
McClung.
They're stealing our month. That's all I saw.
All this shit's happening in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
So we're rocking the stashes too. I don't know if you guys have seen that. You guys have seen it already, but
I cut today too.
How many miles are you in?
I don't know. Is your thing up to date?
I put my 2 in. I think I forgot last night, so I put it in this morning.
I'm at 11 miles, 33 days.
Okay, so that means I got 12 or 13, 14 miles.
14 for 42.
So I got 42 days of MTO I can take off. But my goal is to just take the summer off.
I think I'm going to do what I've been doing through the end of April.
And then take a month off for May?
Yeah, well, I just might not run, and I'll just have a mustache in May. But then it gets me and through June, and then it gets me to like beginning of July.
Nice.
I'm just sick of running. It's just
I'll some days
because
I'll do a half a mile to start workout, then half mile to finish. That's easy to me. It's 5 minutes
awesome.
each
That's what
time.
I do. I know.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, I got a mile in today, and that didn't feel like it. Yesterday, it was so busy. Isn't it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's different?
It's watered down.
Brightly
That's really all it is.
Brewed with an orange peel, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna run until I get really tired. I got through like one, not a sponsor. I got through one in like a quarter. Or I finished the one, and I'm like, I feel good. I can go for another one. So I did. And I was getting to 0.5. I'm like, oh, I kind of just want to do 2, but I hate myself right now.
I did leg day.
It sucks. I fucking hate running.
I know.
It sucks.
It's the worst. I'm gonna
just run as much as I can, and then
Paige is like, "Have you lost weight?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like,
I'm still eating.
She's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like,
when you run, you only lose like
80
calories.
That's what I said. I run half a mile, babe. It's like 50 calories. I'm like, you know how many I consume in a day?
Yeah.
Like 3,000. That's like a 60th of what I'm eating. Like, what are we talking about? Like, 50
Yeah,
hours.
that's not going to do shit.
I know.
That's why running sucks. Like, you have to run so far just to burn
well, I will say this.
a couple calories. It's crazy.
When I cut, I got like 10 pounds off. I was at like, I moved up to like 205 back in the day. And I was like, I got to get under 200. I went down to 195. I ran 1.5 miles to 2 miles twice a week. But I just ran it on one day each time.
Yeah, so like, this is my running day.
This is my run. So those like 1.5 miles, 2 miles. And you burn, you feel you just start at that point, you feel the sweat like you run a mile. Right?
I was
feel
drenched
it
yesterday.
Coming off you.
Yeah.
It just feels good. But you have to do that. Like, I did that for like 2 months, and I went down like 7 pounds. Like,
so you ran 4 miles ish,
roughly a week. Yeah.
I think I have to average 4 miles a week to start not having a beard in May.
Yeah, that's tough.
So I don't know. I got to see if I can do that.
Just go through June. Just do it to June. Why do you?
Yeah, but I don't want my birthday. Plus, we hired this marketing girl, and she's like, yeah, I want like updated headshots. I'm like, okay, I need to grow it out.
One of the days then. Like, take a week then.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't look good with just the scruff. I need to grow the chin out. The chin needs to go at least a month.
Yeah, that's tough. One thing I've noticed is this comes in way faster than I remember it, which makes me think
you don't get stuff on the outsides, but the stuff you do get comes in.
I just shaved this. Yeah. But like, is that a thing? I thought that was an old wives' tale.
No, it just seems like that because to go from shaven to stubble, it's a big difference. Yeah, and it's just like noticeably different.
Okay.
Yeah,
we need to focus on sports.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're doing NFL first.
Well, a lot happened. I mean, Packers yesterday. I forgot to text you about that.
Yeah,
Mecole.
Stupid fucking shit. I have the free agency tracker. There's like 300 things that happened over free agency. Like,
let's just go through the big ones and then
some of them are relevant. So I have every team. I'm just gonna peruse through. You give me
big ones
thoughts. Yeah. So starting in the AFC East, Von Miller got cut. Shoeless man, Mac Hollins is gone.
Where'd he go?
Where did he go? He signed
They need another fucking receiver, man.
He signed... Where did he go? We'll find out down the road. I think the Patriots?
He had a couple big plays in the game, too. So
He did.
It's like they need another guy.
I'll find out in 2 seconds.
I don't know what they're doing.
Added Josh Palmer from the Chargers and Joey Bosa.
Oh, they got Joey Bosa?
Yeah, for $12 million.
Nice.
But he's hurt all the time. So I don't know if that really makes a big difference for that team. They extended some people. They extended Josh Allen to become the...
Is Joey Bosa going to be better than what Von Miller was for them? So, yeah.
I'd say that's plays, good. But yeah.
Yeah.
Allen got a huge deal, but it really wasn't a big deal. It's just a fake deal that was a big deal, but he gets more money.
He didn't get paid as much.
Yeah.
there's like him taking. He's like, yeah, what's that extra $5 million gonna do for me?
Correct, but he does have a lot.
Must be nice.
He has the most. The whole thing now is the most cash within the next 4 years.
Yeah,
it was Mahomes. Then when Dak got his deal, he got more cash than Mahomes. So I'm talking Mahomes like 2 years ago. He restructured. Everyone thinks he makes 45 now, but he's making the most cash in the next 4 years.
Yeah, because he was like the $500 million
Correct,
deal.
but he changed that, and now it's Allen.
Okay.
But he's still making the same amount as Jordan Love. I love my team.
Wild.
Yeah. Okay, Dolphins, their big one. They signed Zach Wilson.
Nice.
Yeah, good for you.
He wasn't in the division, but he used to be in that division.
Raheem Mostert got cut. Braxton Berrios, if you're a Alex Earl fan, I'm sure many people care about that. But Patriots, Carlton Davis went there. Nothing really crazy happened with that team. They suck anyways. Jets, Devontae's gone. Aaron's gone. We'll talk about where they went eventually. Justin Fields, $20 million a year.
Aaron didn't sign yet.
No.
Yeah.
$20 million a year.
Justin Fields.
Which is really like 1 year for $30 million, but yeah.
Okay.
Kind of wild to me that the Steelers didn't want Justin Fields.
Yeah, why did they trade for him in the first place then?
They just signed him.
Or signed him.
And then the Jets don't want Aaron, and it might just, like, you're just going to flop. Like, that's crazy if that happens.
Right, if Aaron goes to Pittsburgh. Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just good luck, Justin. All the best to you.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I don't mind him.
Ravens signed DeAndre Hopkins, so he did not retire.
Ravens did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like OBJ going there. It's not going to be shit.
Waste. They re-signed Ronnie Stanley. Nothing really crazy. They have like 14 draft picks because
the Ravens
fucking do. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They're such a well-run organization. Bengals re-signed Gesicki. Big signing. TJ Slayton
yeah,
from the Packers. D-tackle, but re-signed T. Higgins. Re-signed Chase. When you look at the contracts, it's not as much as you think, but it's still... So, like, Chase's looks like 42 or 41 or something, which is the highest paid non, but he has the 5th year left. So, like, not to get into, like, crazy math here, but when you have a year already left on your deal, and then you sign a 4-year deal, they always say, 4 years for 160, $40 million. But he still has a year with $20 million. So it's really 5 years plus what he is going to get, the $20 million divided by 5. So it's really like 30 something.
Yeah.
But they don't want to say that because God forbid we talk about that. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
But between him, T, and
T's
Joe,
is pure because the
totals are like 500 million.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
It's
3
wild.
guys.
And they said Joe had a factor. Well, no shit. Joe's like, I'm leaving. Did you hear Jamar? He's like, yeah, there's not much to do here, but it helps me focus. The food's not great, but we can fix that. And I'm like, okay, you're just
sitting on this town.
Yeah, he's just going off on Cincy. Good for you, buddy.
I mean, at least he's doing it while he's on the team instead of the players that play for us. They leave and they're like, yeah, fuck Green Bay. There's nothing there. It's like, what do you expect?
I don't know. I don't know if that's like they're more than Smith and Brown. I mean, where do they rank in duos? Because they make more than every other duo in the league now.
I mean,
they're one, aren't they not?
They have to be.
Because then it's like Smith and Brown in Philly, and then like Waddle and Tyreek,
Addison and
Jefferson.
But I think I'd take T over
Dobbs
Addison.
and Reed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Cincy. Brown signed Kenny Pickett. Let's go. Because Deshaun got engaged. Congrats, buddy. He's winning.
Really?
Yeah, that woman stuck through with it all, man.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I still don't know what's going on with Justin Tucker either.
I believe him. They're lying. He needed 25.
He tore his Achilles twice. Like
he did it again?
Yeah, when he did it in the regular season, then he's in the rehab, and they did it again.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know that.
He ain't coming back.
No. He's done. Did they cut him, or is he still on their team?
They can. He's fully guaranteed. I mean, they can. They're just going to eat it either way.
Yeah.
Steelers, their big one. So they lost Najee Harris. They lost Justin Fields. They gained Mason Rudolph. Oh, he's back, baby. Darius Slay. Okay. DK Metcalf, though.
Yeah.
So they went and got that.
So
they
George
traded
Pickens,
for him.
DK, that could be a top duo.
I can't imagine there's not going to be a punch thrown in that locker room. I just can't imagine. They're
Yeah,
the
both-
same dude, but
both
he's just bigger.
unhinged.
Did
Yeah.
you see DK playing basketball?
No.
Oh, dear God. People don't think NFL
God.
players are... He's in just an open gym, and they lofted on a fast break, and he just...
Okay.
with no hesitation.
Oh,
like,
God.
unbelievable.
I mean, he's 6'4" and just an athlete and a half, so I can't imagine.
Yeah, but like...
But sometimes that's just like a niche skill, like basketball is, or if you didn't grow up playing it, it's like some people shooting a basketball is kind of like, oh God.
Yeah,
But-
he hit a step back three. I mean, I expect him to be able to dunk. Like, I expect that. But
Dunking easy. Like
but
you might
it's-
not be able to shoot the ball,
but
well.
it's still not the same. Like, again, I'm watching San Diego State versus North Carolina last night. San Diego State,
Who won that game, by the way?
North Carolina won by 30.
God.
San Diego State,
And everyone said they shouldn't have even been in.
correct, is a special team. Okay?
Okay.
They fly. Like, they're just
Oh, I was trying to say,
long.
why did it take you so long? You're trying to figure out the PC way of saying this?
Yeah. Wild. Okay?
Not a lot of whiteys on the team is what you're saying.
No. And they got a guy, like, he's lanky, 7-footer. Like,
And they
they're
still lost.
yeah, okay, but this is my point. They're swatting things like left and right.
But
And then-
athleticism
and then
doesn't
this-
always win. you know?
Correct. And then this fucking 7 whatever footer goes up to dunk on San Diego State, and North Carolina's guy, his head's like this on the rim, and he just meets him. And I'm like, that's the difference. Is like San Diego State was just athletes. North Carolina was athletes that play basketball, that know how to play basketball.
Yeah.
They can play. Like DK Metcalf is
Could play
athlete.
for San Diego State.
Correct.
Yeah, I
Because
got
like
you.
they
I
were
got
getting
you.
up and like flying, and then
Yeah.
North Carolina's like, bitch, I'm right here. Like
Yeah.
they're like,
we're pretty athletic.
Yeah,
Yeah, they used to
well-
have like the one athletic guy. Like
Correct.
they're all athletic. Like Michigan State. Have you seen 55?
yes.
Holy shit, that guy flies.
Yeah.
So you have like the one high flyer on your team, the Blake Griffin guy. You know.
correct,
Yeah.
but it's not like okay. Listen to this guy's name. His last name is Gwath.
Gwath.
Gwath. That's on San Diego State. San Diego State.
The
What-
Aztecs.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard.
Magoon Gwath.
Magoon.
Mason, I'm not kidding. 7 foot, 200 pounds.
You should have the last name of that guy I sent you today.
Jesus, he is lanky and yeah. The meme of like when they're on the bench, you know what I'm talking about? Like that one came to my head. I was like, fuck. But anyways, DK Metcalf, athletic. That was crazy. We can talk about it.
Or movie 43. What are we supposed to do, coach? They're so fundamentally sound. What do you mean? What are you gonna do? You're 7'4". Dunk on they're white. Dunk on their ass. How big is your dick? I don't know. Foot and a half. A foot and a half dick. You can dribble with that shit.
It's so good.
That's crazy.
Oh man.
What a movie.
Anyways, Pittsburgh. So we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
The tangents this show gets.
Vikings came out today. No Aaron.
They don't want him.
They said we're not trading McCarthy. No Aaron. I'm disappointed, honestly,
Why?
because I want the shit show to come to Minnesota, baby. I just want it to happen.
Because
To
you don't
see
think
it,
it would work?
I'd buy Paige's mom an Aaron Rodgers Vikings jersey so fast. So fast.
You don't think it would have worked?
No, and like
He's not the same, but he's not bad.
no, like this is what
And having that team around him, who knows?
it would be entertaining to watch. The
That's
Green
what we
Bay,
all thought about the Jets.
yeah, but it all burned and it was entertaining. The
Was it?
Green Bay versus Minnesota, like
Yeah.
that. If they do well, Minnesota is just like known for choking. I saw a graphic. It was like top 8 winning percentages in NFL
And
Super Bowl
they're
history.
there, yeah.
They're 4. The only team without a Super Bowl.
Yeah, 0-4 in the Super Bowl,
it's
right?
like, fuck. And
yeah, how are you so good
like,
but can't finish?
And he hasn't finished well in the playoffs the last couple years. Not all his fault, but so then that happens. It would just complete the Favre thing like that. I just want it. I just did. It would be fun.
So it's going to be the Giants or the Steelers then, huh?
Or he retires, and everyone's complaining, like, what's taking him so long? And it's like, who's it?
Where's the rush?
Correct. It's not like the draft is starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's got
like
time.
a whole month.
He could do it in 2 weeks, and it wouldn't change a thing. Everyone's like Schefter's like, everyone makes decisions fast. Like, just make the decision. It's like, who cares?
Yeah, it's because you're a fucking reporter.
Yeah,
you want to talk
news
about
it. I know. I'm like, who cares?
And is he doing it just to get attention and be dramatic?
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he's the main news cycle. Sure.
Is it crazy to think that he's just like actually waiting and thinking it through?
I mean, sounds like
no one's ever gonna know.
The most overthinking, overanalyzing human beings I've ever met.
Right. So it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and he's probably weighing the fact, if I go to Pittsburgh, I got to move to Pittsburgh, start with a new team. And Cam Hayward's like, I'm so sick of this quarterback talk. Like, you're either a Steeler or you're not.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm walking into that locker room. I got to deal with Tomlin. I got to deal with 2 wide receiver headaches. Do I want to deal with that?
Yeah. Or do I go to the Giants where it's just fucking dysfunction?
Or do I retire?
And he has no
What
protection.
if he comes out and retires? And everyone's going to be like, oh, he retired.
Oh, now what are we supposed to do?
Yeah. And it's like, guess what? Schefter, maybe that's like, you don't know.
Yeah, I
so
can.
Like,
that's the whole point of taking my time and trying to figure this shit out.
and they're like, what if they move on? Oh, the Steelers are going to move on to who?
Yeah.
To who? Tell me. Mason Rudolph? We're going to roll with that?
I mean, where's
that
Russell Wilson right now? Is he still on their team?
No. And that's the thing.
He got released?
Yeah. Well, he was a free agent.
Or free agent.
They don't want him.
Right. So what the fuck?
He has all the power.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you going to wait for?
Why would you rush?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I thought that was... So I think he should go there. It would be
Pittsburgh?
entertaining, cool. You got a decent setup. I wanted him in Minnesota, but Pittsburgh's the next best option. So
right, they're a playoff team without him.
Yeah, maybe that's the pressure he's worried about. Is Jets? We weren't good before I got there.
So
we weren't
like,
good
can't get
when
any
I was
worse.
there.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, always winners. You play Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
that's
you're in the
AFC still, and you were just in the playoffs. So if I come in and we suck,
or we miss the playoffs, then it's
everyone's
like,
God,
shit.
he's
there
and
goes
then
my
he's
legacy.
gonna he's gonna. So like I don't know. Houston, nothing. They got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They traded or got him from the Lions, which I was kind of shocked. The Lions.
I remember him going there.
Or not the Lions, Eagles. Excuse me. They traded Tunsil to Washington, which kind of blows my mind because the whole thing was like, C.J. Stroud's under pressure, and then they're like, "Oh, let's trade away his best left tackle." It's like, fuck, make it easy.
Yeah,
like,
that's weird.
Kind of interesting when you have a guy on a rookie deal. They did extend Derek Stingley Jr. He's the highest paid corner in the league now.
Okay,
so good for him. Colts signed Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I think that's why the
Indiana
Minnesota thing
Jones.
popped up. Yeah. Good God.
Shout out Scotty.
Makes you question Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, or it's like, do we
belief.
just want somebody to fucking
compete
against him?
Milroe,
or if he performs
pushes
him, it's like,
I think
guess
Jones
we're riding
is
with Dan.
better than what he was in New York. I
watched that guy run 60 yards wide open.
I know,
trip
but
on his
that's
own
not
fucking
his.
feet.
That's not his skill.
But he ran a lot.
He can run.
He ran a lot.
That's not
in New
his
York.
skill. I think he's better than what he was in New York. I don't know if he's great.
Yeah. There's a lot of average starting quarterbacks.
Milroe, the Bama quarterback, ran a 4.37
and
40.
He's in this draft, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
He is Anthony Richardson, except he's 6 foot, like 200 pounds. He's not 6'5", 245. Okay. So he doesn't have the same, but he's got the running back speed as a quarterback. I just don't think he has the arm. What else? They signed Charvarius Ward, Cam Bynum from the Vikings. Let's see. Jaguars got rid of Evan Ingram. Jaguars suck, honestly.
Should we pick him up?
He's
a tight end. That's
if he gets
kind
hit
of a
in the head
receiver.
one more time, he might die. Like
one of those guys.
Yeah.
He's like Romeo.
Yeah.
You don't need another Romeo.
Tennessee's irrelevant. Broncos picked up Evan Ingram.
There we
Trey Greenlaw and Hufanga, both from the Niners, both hurt
Niners
players.
are just
we'll get
jumping
to them.
shit.
Javonte Williams left, but he was one of those guys that was really good coming in as a rookie.
Yeah, I remember.
Back.
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then he's just a fantasy guru.
And then he tore his ACL, and
not the same. Yeah, especially running backs. That's tough. You get hit every
Chiefs
fucking play.
Lost Joe Tooney, traded him to the Bears, and then they lost Justin Reed. Is this a
more action than usual offseason?
No, this is actually low. The free agency class blew. There was more.
Felt like this was a lot of shit going on.
There was more trades than normal because the free agency sucked.
Maybe that's something.
Because the people available sucked. You saw a lot of stuff before it happened.
Trades, not just sign.
Yeah. Raiders. So this was a big one. They signed Raheem Mostert. I'm just kidding. They got Geno Smith.
Yeah.
From
Pete Carroll,
Seattle.
Geno Smith.
Makes sense.
Max Crosby re-signed with them.
I don't like the deal.
For Crosby or Geno?
For Geno. Like, why are you trading for him? That doesn't make sense. To me, it's Brady's like, we have no fucking quarterback. Like, go get a fucking quarterback. And Pete's like, I'm going to die in 10 years. I need someone to show. You know what I mean? I can't wait to rebuild.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't like that. Signing Max Crosby, I wanted him on the Packers, but that was a clear, like,
yeah,
he's ours. Good move. And Pete. Chargers signed Najee, Mekhi Becton from the Eagles.
Chargers got Najee Harris?
Yep.
Damn, it's going to be weird not
they need him. I know,
not seeing him in the Steelers.
And then they re-signed Mike Williams. He's just running it back. Because he was actually
not bad. I know he runs like he's got wet jeans on.
Yeah, he was a first-round pick, too, which is wild. Waste of a pick there.
Who else did they get, Chargers? Sorry?
Mike Williams is back.
Oh, yeah.
And then Mekhi Becton, the Eagles guard who was the tackle at the Jets, the big dude.
Okay.
Dallas...
Nothing.
Lost DeMarcus Lawrence, and he was talking shit, and Micah Parsons went back at him. They signed Solomon Thomas, who's irrelevant. They lost Jordan Lewis. They lost Chauncey Goldston, and they still have to pay Micah.
Yeah, they suck, dude. I love it. Fuck the Cowboys.
Giants are irrelevant. Eagles added nobody and lost
A.J. Dillon.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, that's I'm sure his wife is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was so perfect.
Well, she loves...
Because I'm from here.
Oh, yeah, that $2 million contract. She was like, oh, okay, we'll take it, buddy.
Yeah,
and then...
I guess.
You get to live in Philly for like...
Yeah, Philly fucking blows.
Yeah, with money, it probably doesn't.
Have you been to Philly?
No.
That city is nuts, dude. They were...
Yeah, but their team is
you saw
good.
the memes. This place will burn whether we win or lose.
They lost Slayton. They lost Josh Sweat. They lost Milton Williams. But they're a great drafting team. So there also is buzz that they might trade Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
Commanders had a huge off season. They got rid of Dante Fowler Jr., traded for Laramie Tunsil, signed Javon Kinlaw, traded for Deebo Samuel. What do we think?
The Deebo one is to me.
He's old and he's not been good.
Fat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't get that. I guess
they're like
trying to make
McLaurin and Deebo, and I'm like,
prime Deebo with him, sure.
Yeah, but
that was like 3 years ago.
I don't
he had like 1 or 2 good years. Honestly, if you look back at his stats, it was only like 2 good years.
To me, I don't blame him though. Like,
you got to make a move. You got to do something.
And he's cheap. Jaden's cheap. You got to pay him in like 3 years.
The championship game. You got to try to do something.
I don't mind it. Like, cause just do what you got to do.
Yeah, go in and get it.
Bears went all in the trenches. So they traded for what's his face, Tooney. They signed Drew Dahlman, one of the top centers. They signed Grady Jarrett. They signed Deo Odejigbengo. They lost Keenan Allen and Tevin Jenkins, but they're trying to fix the line. I mean, he's from Detroit. Played him twice a year. He's like, our Detroit's D-line was okay, but our O-line kicked ass, and your guys has sucked dick for a while. So I don't blame him. And you got to protect Caleb.
Yeah.
Which is what they should have done instead of drafting Rome Odunze, but whatever.
Yeah.
So not everyone's like, Bears are the offseason winners. I'm like, 5th year in a row, baby.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Lions signed DJ Reed. He was considered like a top 5 corner or top 5 free agent coming in. They signed him, lost Carlton Davis, Za'Darius. See ya, buddy. Nobody fucking likes you. Wonder why.
Yeah. They brainwash you in Green Bay.
Yeah, you're fucking brainwashed.
Yeah,
but so I like the GJ Reed side. Honestly,
torso. He's like 80% torso. Fucking
their team didn't really need to change much besides just get fucking healthy.
Lions.
Yeah.
Hutchinson will be back.
Packers.
How long will he be out?
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
They said he could play in the Super Bowl, so he'll be back.
Yeah. Okay. First game then. Okay. I forget when he got
Packers lost A.J. Dillon. They lost T.J. Slayton, which
T.J. kind of
played a lot,
bummer,
but you could draft someone. And we lost Josh Myers, center.
We're gonna move Elton to center probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Or Ryan. Ryan can play center too.
Oh, Sean Ryan.
Yeah.
Is that the Hawaiian guy?
Everyone's like, Zach Tom. I'm like, he's like one of the best tackles in the league, and we're moving him to fucking center.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Signed Nate Hobbs, the corner.
Yeah, I didn't really know much about him. Apparently he gets hurt a lot, but he's not afraid to go tackle, but that gets him hurt a lot. So I'm like, well, that was one thing I heard. I'm like, okay, well.
So I
needed a corner, so I guess.
We don't edit our podcast, so I can't say what I know, but I know something that I can't say.
Tell me after.
Yeah.
I mean, I edit it, so don't poo-poo that I don't edit it.
No, like
I mean,
I can't edit like if you can. You're not gonna bleep me out, so I know.
I know how to bleep it out.
Can you bleep this out? This is serious. Like I could get in big trouble if I say it.
Well, don't say it.
Well, that's what I said. What are you
Just tell me after.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get sued, and we have
a disaster. Yeah. Aaron Banks, didn't know who that guy was either.
That sounds familiar.
He's the O-lineman from San Fran that we signed.
It sounds familiar because I know that we signed a guy named Aaron Banks.
Yeah,
that's why it sounds familiar.
Huge dude. Makes me. First
Did
of all,
we pay a lot for him though?
Yeah, we paid more money for those two than we did for Xavier and Josh Jacobs last year.
Wow.
Cap inflation, but still kind of crazy.
And line is big.
Yeah, we're spending money. Can't say we didn't. We needed to get bigger. We are. And like fucking what's his face went down, Elton, and our offensive line was like, oh god. Yeah. It was a
our
disaster.
number one draft pick Morgan doesn't even
play. You know what I mean? So
light
like,
of day.
We needed a little bit more there. It gives you flexibility though. Now you don't have to go corner right away. You don't have to go O-line right away. You could go. Oh god, I have so many hopes and dreams for the draft, but Jihad Campbell, come to my team.
Yeah, so I mean, we still need corner.
Yeah, we still need it, but you don't have to do it in the fucking first.
Yeah.
You still
what
could.
position do you want?
I want Jihad Campple.
Who's that? Jihad Campbell?
Jihad. Yeah.
Are you sure that's how you say it?
Yes.
Jihad?
Jihad.
You said jihad.
It's J-I-H-A-A-D.
Do I need to bleep that?
I don't know. This is America.
Jihad. What is it?
Campbell.
What do you spell it?
J-I-H-A-A-D. I think that's how you spell it.
Jihad.
Jihad
Yeah, okay.
Campbell.
I'll give it to you. What does he play?
He's Edrin Cooper.
Oh, you want another middle linebacker?
Yeah, but he can. They're like he could rush. He's like,
like
they comped him, and he's like Parsons, but not as good. They comped him, and they're like, he's very much like Edrin Cooper, and I'm like, oh, that's what I fucking said.
Yeah,
and he's a stud.
I love that we got Cooper
athletic
on his second.
It would make Quay
year.
your third, and I'd be like, oh God, get that chicken with his head caught off running around. But that's what I want, position wise. Is different because I think I want someone who's going to start. So like Dad and I were talking today. He's like, oh, I saw O-line. I'm like, that fucker's not going to start.
Yeah.
So like if you draft a corner, I wouldn't be upset about it. Corner would start. Linebacker would start.
Yeah.
D-line would start.
Yeah.
Interior.
You would hope. Get a D-end and move fucking Van Ness to the...
Mason, I'm not against this. Emeka Ibuka from Ohio State.
Oh, the receiver?
Yeah. He would fucking start.
Yeah.
Christian Watson's not there. Romeo Dobbs is like, running around.
Depending on the week.
We don't know if Jaden Reed even plays anymore. Like, is he there? He would start. My dream is Tyler Warren, the Penn State tight end, but that'll never happen because he's way too far up.
He's good.
He's so good.
Where are we picking? 25?
23, yeah.
23?
So yeah. But I've seen like Jihad Campbell at 19 to the Bucks.
Ah, shit.
So like you'd have to move. I don't know if he's going to be there. I don't think he will.
Well, you never know.
And then I've seen Ibuka to us. I just watched a mock on the way here.
Is he the
His
best
O-line.
receiver?
No.
Who's the best receiver? I don't even know.
It's not nearly as good as the last couple of years.
Yeah, but I know that
There's
Ohio
a kid
State
from
has a bunch of them. Is there
it's
another
Tet,
LSU one?
No, Tet McMillan. He's Drake London-esque, and I don't really like that. He's just a big jump ball guy.
Yeah.
And people are concerned about his route tree and shit. I'm like, yeah, because he just out jumps people. I don't want a fucking guy that
being a
out-jumps
receiver
people.
that doesn't run good routes is like being a quarterback that doesn't throw good passes.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this?
I know.
That's what they're supposed to do.
It's like being an accountant that doesn't know how to do math.
He's a great receiver, but he drops a lot
I
of balls.
only use the calculator. If that thing goes down, I am fucked. Like, you
What?
can't do that.
Yeah, like he can catch the ball, but he just can't get open.
Yeah, he can.
So how the hell does that
He can
work?
catch the ball, but he just doesn't know how to run. He just sits there. That's
Doesn't
not
know-
a thing.
Yeah, I mean, route running to me is crazy. How you not good at route running?
Yeah, so it's him, and then there's a kid from Texas that's up there, but not a lot. There's 2 tight ends, Colston Loveland, but if he makes it to
So the only
Chargers.
offensive player you want is a receiver.
Yeah, I mean,
our defense needs something. Carrington Valentine,
I would take a tight end though.
Keyshawn Nixon,
Yeah,
he's got one eye.
as I said, corner would be worth it, but I would take a tight end.
We need another tight end?
Yeah, because Kraft and another guy would fuck the world, man.
Musgrave.
Oh yeah, talk about running in mud.
He was supposed to be the better one.
The rain.
Yeah, it's coming down hard, man. It's gonna turn to icy snow as you're driving home.
My truck was moving on the way here. I was like,
The
fuck.
wind sucks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We'll do a draft episode, but yeah, there's a group that I'm interested in. I think you can get better guys later on,
Yeah,
and then I think there's running backs this year that I want
you know what we should
for
do?
the future.
Zach is gonna be here for the draft.
Live pod.
Should we do? Well, we don't have to be live. We can do an episode while he's here, and then he can chime in. I think that would bring in a lot of views.
Sure.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I'm off that week, so
Yeah.
not the whole week, but the end. Okay, Minnesota, big one. Added Jonathan Allen, added Will Freeze, added Ryan Kelly, so all in the trenches, offense, defense line. Got rid of Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay him.
Seahawk.
Yeah. Good for them. They're looking tough if McCarthy is special.
Yeah.
I don't think he is, but whatever.
I mean, he knows how to hand the damn ball off.
Correct. Atlanta just added Leonard Floyd. They lost the guys we've already talked about. Carolina's, they lost Johnny Hecker, their punter. That's what's on the list. So
Brutal.
Saints added Justin Reed, so he went from the Chiefs to the worst team in the league. Good for you. I wanted Paulson Adebo. I think he went to the Giants. The Saints lost Marquez Valdez-Scantling. What a departure. I saw someone like, should we run it back? I'm like, go fuck yourself.
No.
Bucks added Hassan Riddick. Good for them. Cardinals, big splash was Josh Sweat from the Eagles. Big pass rusher, but no one else there. Rams is a big one. Added Puna, Ford, and Devontae Adams. Swapped out Devontae. Cooper Kupp went to the Seattle Seahawks, which I didn't mention when we talked about that.
Which is kind of weird because they're in the same division. You don't normally
He
see
didn't
that.
want to go I heard he was really focused on West Coast.
Okay.
So that's what his big thing was. Devontae's better than him right now, and he stays healthier than him.
Which is wild, but yeah.
So I kind of get it, and I
And
kind of
Sam
wanted Devontae
Darnold
here.
Yeah, I mean, he needs somebody to throw it to without DK now. Oh, he's got
In Jigba.
in Jiggy.
Yeah, because Lockett quit. He's done. So
He quit?
I think he's retired, yeah.
Damn. I didn't think he's that
It's been
old.
like 12 years he's in the league.
Yeah, but he looks like he's 18.
Yeah, because he slides before he gets
Yeah,
tackled.
there
Because
you
he
go.
does not want to get hit.
That's true.
He's a smart.
I love the compilation videos of that. You know, you don't realize it. You're like, oh my God, he does do that. Every time you play him.
He's smart. Everyone's like, I could have won so many
Like,
fantasy
I've
leagues.
never gotten a concussion.
Yeah, I could have
In
won
12
so many
years.
leagues if that asshole would have just ran 5
Oh,
more
yeah.
yards. It's like, come on.
Did he do a flip into the end zone one year? Or was that Golden Tate?
That was Tate.
Yeah.
Niners lost like
Golden
11
Tate.
starters from their Super Bowl run. Like 11 people are not on the team.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean, Hufanga, Greenlaw, Deebo Samuel, Like, just the list goes
Our guy.
on.
We picked up.
They signed Mac Jones. Good for him.
I can't believe he's still in the fucking league.
And they still have to play Purdy. Oh, good for you. That's tough. Yeah, so here's Seattle. They added Kupp, Darnold, DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know if Darnold's an upgrade from Geno, but he's younger. And the deal is literally like a 1 year, $30 million. So I'm not too mad at it, honestly.
It's prove it to us that it wasn't just Kevin O'Connell.
Correct. Like, it's a 3 whatever or 2 whatever, but it's not that.
Yeah.
When you really look at it, similar to Geno's. So I'm not too mad at it. I like putting Kupp around them. They got Lawrence. They're a sneaky good team, I guess.
Yeah, they always hang around there.
Yeah.
They're like the Pittsburgh Steelers of the NFC.
But, and then losing DK, I think they just need to protect Darnold, but
they're still just missing something.
Yeah. That's it for free agency.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is. Quite a bit. On to
It's
NBA.
fun. I'm excited for the draft.
We got 20 minutes. On to NBA. Quick NBA.
Yeah, I honestly don't know much about the NBA right now.
Okay.
I'm not watching a lot.
I'll do most of the talking. I bet.
Bucks suck.
Giannis will be all NBA.
Well, yeah, that doesn't mean shit. We're not going to win.
Justin's convinced they're going to beat the Cavs, and I'm like, you do realize they have 2 7-footers down there that can. And I watch Brook Lopez just launch from 40 feet.
Yeah.
He doesn't go under the hoop. A fucking idiot.
That's a mistake. We got rid of Chris before we got rid of that fucking chucker.
My favorite thing is he sent me a message of like, it was like dead money or something on how much teams are paying for someone who's not there. It was like a ranking for like injuries. And the Bucks were always like top 5 because Middleton was like 40 million.
Yeah.
And now they're like 20th.
And that's not even including the fucking coaches we're paying.
Correct. And I looked, I said, did you see who's last on that list? Boston.
Yeah.
We're not paying shit for anyone that doesn't play. I'm like, that's a huge thing in the NBA.
And you draft well. Peyton Pritchard, all of a sudden he's
Sixth man of the year.
Amazing.
He's going to be the 6th man of the year.
He's just amazing.
He's a stud.
He's just the 6 foot
He's a
bald
stud
whitey.
in Oregon, too. So pretty much to me, the NBA boils down to this. The East, I think, is a 2-horse race, Boston, Cleveland.
Which is wild to me. I can't believe Cleveland's that good.
So you didn't watch because you weren't a fan, but I watched the Celtics-Cavs series last year. It was in 5. No game was easy.
So they were close.
Mitchell was just annoying. Like,
it was we forget about him because he's like, not.
Remember the bubble Mitchell? It was like, oh my God, him and Murray were going back in. And you're like, fucking Christ.
Cleveland doesn't get a lot of attention.
No.
Who cares about that?
But like every
stain?
time it would be like 9 and we're like about to explode to 17. And then Mitchell would hit this dumbass 3 or and 1 to cut it to 6. And it's like, fuck, dude, like let us just blow you out.
Let us blow it open here.
And he never would let it happen.
He's good.
And then
so he's their
Mobley's
1 right now.
Yeah, Mobley's
and then
taking a
Darius
step.
Garland is pretty good.
That was the other thing. In the series, he played like dog dick. He was not good.
But he's been in the league now for a while.
Speaking of the devil.
Nice. He's been in the league for a while, so he's kind of coming into his own a little bit more. But yeah, he's been here for at least 4 years, right?
Yeah, he's been in there. I don't know how long, but he's been around. He's definitely taken a step forward this year.
He was there before Mitchell got traded to them, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So he was
because everyone
like
thought they were
going
to get rid of him.
What am I supposed to do? It's just
it was like him and Colin Sexton. You remember him?
Yeah. Where the hell is he?
Utah, I think.
I thought he got traded from there too. But
I don't know. There's some people in the league.
So you think the Cavs could be
I think
legit.
it's Cavs, Celtics, and then I think we win just off of pure. Everyone's like,
who's 3 right now?
Knicks, and they're ass, man. They're just not good.
There's a big drop off between the top 2 and everyone else.
Well,
we're 4 or 5.
5, but you're a half game behind the Pacers.
Oh, Pacers. Fuck that.
So but the Cavs have the best record in the league, and the Celtics are 6 games back.
Damn.
Everyone's like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, we're only 6 games back. We've beaten them twice or 3 times, I think. So, like, I think it's 2-2, actually, in the series. So, I think that's an easy 2-horse race.
That would be a good matchup then, yeah.
Western Conference is an interesting one Okay, because everyone's saying
This one I don't know because I can't trust OKC. They're too young.
Well, okay, so
I don't know anything. I mean, SGA gets all these.
They're tied with the best record.
Rim.
They're a clear number one with a bunch of like solid players. I don't think Chet's there.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
He's good. Like I told you, I watched them play the Celtics. They beat the Celtics without Porzingis, but still beat them. He is tough to watch.
SGA.
Yeah, he's good, but everything is hard and foul. Like everything, and then he tries to do it, and they don't call it. And he doesn't whine like Luka, but he was kind of like, "Where's the call?" Like, bitch, you get it every fucking time. Like,
yeah, that's why the NBA is hard to watch now. It's just so ticky tacky.
The Rockets are number 2 in the league.
They care more about what they wear to the stadium than what they do in the fucking thing.
Rockets are 2 though. I don't think they're serious. They're like the Thunder last year almost. But they don't have an MVP guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're up and coming with the old Celtic coach. So like they're tough.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
I'd never expected them to be good. Who's their number 1 guy?
Jalen Green. They got Fred Van Leet's on that team. Jalen Green.
Yeah, but those guys should not be.
Sengun is going to be an all NBA
Let me
guy.
see the standings.
44-25. They're tied with Denver.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, they're well coached. Sengun. Jalen Green was a first or second overall pick.
Like a massage guy too?
No, he was having an affair or leak.
with like a girl within the organization.
Yeah, she was like an assistant or something, travel assistant.
Okay.
And I was like, "Fuck, man! Our defense is so good."
He's scary, but so is Mizuno.
Missoula's like scary because he's like
just quiet
and he's weird. You don't know what he's like. Fight. They're like he showed like a video of like sharks killing somebody during the playoff. Like they're like, how does this equate to basketball?
Smell the blood.
It's the attack. Yeah.
Smell the blood.
It's like, okay.
Good Lord.
But his like analytics brain is why they shoot so much and whatever. But anyways, I think it's Thunder just because.
I can't trust the Rockets. There's no way.
No, I'm sorry.
It's the Nuggets because it's Jokic. He's the best player
right now. They'd be playing the Nuggets, and that's the problem. Is you run into that fucker, and it's like 20, 20, and 40, and you're like, oh my god, dude, like go away. I just want
Jamal
to play with
Murray,
the horses.
Have you seen the
NBA
statistics?
Yeah, he's the
some people elevate in the playoffs, and then there's Jamal Murray who's fucking like 6 times as good in the playoffs.
Yeah. So really, to me, it's them. Everyone's like
stays healthy. That's
freaking out about the Lakers, and they're like, it could be the fun. They are not making it to the finals. They're not good enough defensively. If that happens, I'm gonna be pissed. I will be pissed.
And Luka, I'm not a Luka guy.
No, he's
I'm not
fucking
a Luka
annoying.
guy. He's fat. He's lazy.
His play style is not fun to watch.
No,
to
it's
he just shoots deep threes,
and it's just all ISO. It's just all ISO.
Yeah.
That's why with him and Kyrie, I was like, this is never gonna work.
And they made it to the finals, which is wild.
Right.
And they beat the Thunder, which is wild. So
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's not fun to watch, like you said. And then he doesn't play defense, and that is so stupid to me because defense is effort. That's all it is. You can be average at defense by just exerting effort.
Yeah.
So he's just saving his effort to. I saw a stat where he dunked 30 times in his rookie year, and he hasn't dunked 30 times in all the years leading up from that.
No, he doesn't go to the hoop like
and
that.
he can't get up because he's eating American cuisine now and down in fucking Texas. Well, now in LA.
The trade looks horrible.
Barbecue and shit.
The trade still looks horrible though.
Oh yeah,
because Kyrie's out for the year now. Davis is.
Oh yeah, his ACL. He like
they might have to forfeit games because they don't have enough people on the roster.
Yeah, that was just a fucking. We were right there then.
And the last thing I want to say is everyone's like, "Are the Warriors legit?" Like, get the fuck out of here with old Draymond and old Jimmy Butler.
And
like
old Steph.
Yeah,
I
bet
Steph
against
is still Steph.
No, he's still scary. But
and they do well when Jimmy's playing. Okay, but it's fucking March.
Yeah, but I've watched them play.
I guess the regular season's ending soon.
Yeah, that's why we're doing
April.
this right now.
Fuck.
Yeah. There's like, the Celtics. It's 56-12, so that's 68 games. There's 82. There's 14 games.
Yeah.
So that's NBA. I think there's only a couple legit people. We can do awards and stuff later.
Yeah, like depending on the matchups and stuff, maybe the Bucks find a way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, but that won't happen. So On to the bracket, March Madness style. This is for
Oh yeah, I gotta get my bracky out. Yeah, we got 10
tomorrow.
minutes,
So it starts at 11:15.
Starts
So we're not
tomorrow.
doing the whole bracket. I just want to hear some upsets.
I have a lot.
Okay. And
I'm
then
pissed because I handed it in and then I realized that Iowa State's best player is not playing.
is he?
He's out.
Oh well, I got to change that right now.
Oh shit! Why did I say that? I should have said that. I have them going to my fucking Elite Eight.
Yeah, so did I. No, that's not happening.
Who
okay.
knows?
So
Shit still happens.
bracket.
They'll lose in the first
I just
want to
hear doesn't have to be first round, but like you don't have to give me exacts, but throw out a team that you think could be upset.
I could show people.
Upset 64-32, maybe 16.
I got Yale over Texas A&M in the South region.
I have
They're a
UC
13
and
seed.
Yale.
13 seed.
I have those two upsets for me.
Yeah, I got that one. I've got Colorado State. A 12 always beats a 5, so I got Colorado State. I got Drake
Yep.
over Missouri.
I have High Point over Purdue.
I got McNeese going to the Sweet 16.
Oh dear God, I have Clemson in the Elite Eight, so that's gonna really be a big deal.
Yeah.
I
I don't know why. I recognize the name. They've been decent.
they've played. I have Gonzaga beating Houston.
Okay.
in
Yeah,
the
I
32.
don't trust Houston.
I don't either. I
So,
never did.
I have
They're
them-
always there, and I never trust
I have them getting to the Elite Eight, but then losing to
I have
Tennessee.
VCU in the Sweet 16.
I have VCU losing to the Badgers.
Yeah, because I don't trust.
But
the
I have them
Badgers.
beating BYU.
Tanja puts up 30 and then doesn't do fucking
Caleb has
anything.
BYU winning it all.
I hate him so much.
I don't know why.
Okay, so then let's go to your. You want to do Elite Eight or Final Four?
Let's do Elite Eight quick and then Final Four.
Okay, so go to your Elite Eight for the South side.
I got Auburn and Iowa State.
So
Auburn
I had
advances.
Iowa State and I just changed it to Michigan State. So I have Auburn, Michigan State, Auburn advances.
Then in West, I got Florida, Texas Tech.
Hey,
Florida advances.
That's exactly what I have.
And then Midwest,
I
I've
was going to
got-
go St. John's, but then I kept reading that their offense
They're
just
slow.
sucks. Yeah. And that those teams like the old Badgers, you got to be able to score.
Yeah. Midwest, I've got Houston only getting there because they have to beat McNeese. And they beat McNeese, so they're in the Elite Eight, and they lose to Tennessee. Tennessee advances to the Final Four.
So I have Houston losing to Gonzaga, so then it turns Gonzaga to Clemson, and Clemson beats them, and then I have Clemson, Tennessee, so similar to yours. I don't like Tennessee enough to put them there, but I put them in the Final Four.
Yeah, I don't. And then I've got Duke
I have Duke.
against Wisconsin in
Okay.
a rematch from 5 or so years ago.
I have Duke.
Whenever that was.
I
Was
have
that
Duke.
10 years ago? Shit, that was a long time ago.
I have Duke, Bama.
I got Duke, Wisconsin, Duke advancing.
Okay, so name your Final Four quick.
Final Four is Auburn,
Against
Florida, and then Duke, Tennessee. And I have
So we
Florida.
have the exact same Final Four.
Really?
Auburn against Florida and Duke against Tennessee.
Then I got Florida versus Duke.
And I'm pretty sure Florida beat Auburn
Yeah.
in the SEC tournament.
Yeah. Auburn is they've lost 3 out of 4 games going into the
Mm-hmm.
championship, and no team has ever won a championship losing 3 out of the last 4.
So
I got
just tell me
Florida,
who's in your
Duke
championship.
in the championship game.
I have Auburn, Duke in the championship game.
Who wins, Cole?
I have Duke winning.
Okay. I have Florida winning. I have Florida beating Duke.
Okay.
I think the most talented team in the country.
So we both have three ones and then a 2.
I got 3 1s and a 3.
My-
2 Tennessee. Yeah.
My only suggestion to those individuals is it's starting to get more popular. It's like the Ken Palm thing. Have you heard this?
Why does that sound familiar? Yeah.
It's like the trapezoid of excellence where they like every
yeah.
champion has like
You have to be
ranked
top 30
60
in
in
defense,
this
top
and
20 in offense.
and then they break it down and like
how
all these
fast you
things
are,
and
how
then it's
slow
like
you are.
only
There's a lot of
8
analytics.
teams
Yeah. Can possibly
win it.
Yeah.
And then it's like no one over a 8 makes it to the championship game and all this crap. So when you get people that are like, oh, fucking Maryland and versus VCU, and it's like, no, man, an 11 seed's not going to get to there.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not going to happen.
The
But
last big seed I ever remember was like 6. What was NC State last year? 6 or something?
they were 11. I
11?
picked them, and they only made it to like the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8 or something.
Yeah, I think it was Elite 8.
But like Loyola was a big one
Yeah.
a while ago, but they were like a 7 or something.
But also,
crazy.
no team has ever upset a number 1 seed in the first round, and that happened. The Retrievers.
Correct.
Remember?
Yeah, against Virginia. Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Tony Bennett.
Let's do the other thing then. How are you watching? Because that's the most important part about this is like the experience.
I'll have it on at work while I'm in the back office.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because that Thursday, Friday is like, fuck, man. Like,
and then Friday, we have fucking OSHA and HIPAA training. But then after that, I'm taking the team out to like Anduzzi's or something, and we're going to have drinks and like lunch and stuff and watch some of the games.
Yeah,
so the first 2 days are the most action.
It's
we're just
16 games in one day.
It's
each
8
day.
hours straight of fucking.
It's 11 a.m. is the first tip off, and the last tip off is 9 p.m.
Okay, so I won't miss much on.
It's 12
Friday.
hours. Yeah.
It starts at 11.
11:15. Both games start Thursday, Friday.
Okay, good. So I'll only miss like one game.
I told Paige, I'm like, man,
or the start of
someone
the game.
booked this meeting in the afternoon for me from 12 to 4. And she's like, who did that? And she looks at my calendar. It's me. I just booked 12 to 4. Don't fucking bother me.
I have a meeting with my TV and a fucking beer.
Yeah, so I'll put it on my TV, but it's not in my office, so I won't really be able to see anything.
Yeah.
But then downstairs, I moved my other big TV in front of my 2 TVs, so I can have 3 games going at one time at a minimum. Because the way I thought about it, the way they're kind of banked out, they start at like 11:15, 11:40, 12:31. You always get like maybe a 15-minute stretch where 4 are on at once, but then it turns into commercials and halftime. So then it's always like 2 to 3. And then how often do all 4 are watchable?
Right.
It's always like maybe
one
2.
is a blowout.
And like, I don't give a shit about Houston versus SIU Edwardsville. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Where that is, what it is.
So I'm not watching that. And then I was like, oh, I got to work out. But they do a break too. So there's a game at 3:35, but the next one doesn't tip off till 5:50.
So you got time to work out.
Yeah, they always do that.
They have the games on
the thing, right?
Yeah.
But the first one is always a high profile one. So it's a 2 versus 15 at 5:50, or it's a 1 versus 16. I don't give a shit about those games. I'll tune in at the end if it's close and it's tight.
Yeah.
But like, But now that I'm gambling on college basketball, it makes it way. They have a sleeper deal.
You gotta let me know what they are so I know who to root for.
Well,
or it'll make I can like vicariously root for teams through you because I don't care otherwise. I just have my
Sleeper
bracket.
has a deal.
Also, the one change I'm making this year is I'm not doing multiple brackets. I'm just doing the one because I've hated it in the past years.
You're
like
rooting for both.
Yes, I'm like no, I picked them in one league and that's in the other. Fuck. So I'm just doing the same one so I can root for the team no matter what.
I have one with my work people, so I'm in 2 groups, but it's the same bracket. Whenever I change one, it goes the other. You can't do like ESPN style where you can have like 100 brackets.
Yeah.
So it only gives me one option for both groups.
Oh, okay.
So like I can't run into that.
Yeah.
I was because that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna be like, fuck, what did I pick? But Sleeper's doing a win one get one. So if you win something on a college basketball bet, you get a promo. So I just won a free $10. They just boosted me too. Damn it. Look at this shit. Fuck, man. I put all these in already, and then they just gave me a percentage boost. So now I got to put 2 more bets in before the night's done.
Oh, no. You love it.
Burning money, baby. Yeah, this is my bet for tonight.
You survived the holidays and Paige's birthday.
Yeah, we're still here. I'm up. $170. I'm going to buy a fireplace if we get one. G. Jones under...
A fireplace? Where are you putting that?
Yeah, an outdoor one.
Oh.
Like a pit. That's like
fire pit.
Yeah. 200 or G. Jones under 1.5 assists and D. Adebayo under 21.5 points, rebounds, assists. Don't even know what that is. Conwell.
Yeah, so you're just betting on.
I'm doing all unders because I don't know these guys, and like this guy is.
You can look up their stats.
Yeah,
right?
Dalen Swain under.
They don't even have his picture.
Under 0.5 threes. I'm looking. I'm like, motherfucker has hit look at 1 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30. He's only hit 1 3 in like 15 games.
But that's just the first one. He's gonna be like, yeah.
It's the guy last
first
night.
Person to score.
I told Paige, I'm like, I'm not even gonna sweat this bet. 1 assist. I was like, I could get an assist, and this asshole's like, and I'm like, you suck.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So that's the bet.
Yeah,
Roll with
March Madness. What a time.
I love it. It's a fun time.
And then we got a month-ish before the draft, dude. This is awesome.
Yeah, the Masters.
Fun shit. Masters coming up. TPC was pretty cool, though. Wild conditions, but yeah. All right, we're back. Are we doing it every week quickly here? 15 seconds? Probably not every week, but
no, we'll do it. I mean,
tune in when stuff
every couple weeks,
happens. Just keep going on YouTube. Okay, bye. I love you.